They wanted to get to U-Haul, now full control of A. But how silent it is makes it a little creepy here. They don't like that they haven't seen any KRÜ, and one goes down off the TP vans.
First blood drawn by Melzer, but JZZ answers back, pushing through to TP, looking to flank towards the spawn. It's actually now nags it on an island by himself. Dodges the pain shells, and JZZ gets the kill no matter what. B site open, plant coming down for Mibr.
Dumping util into the site, headshot coming into Hookah right away. 4v3.
Pain shells coming down. Does a little bit of damage here. But the pulse plan is still successful for Mibr, setting up towards the back of the site. KRÜ, 3 players moving forward on long B. Looking for some contacts, but it's just sprays. Trying to flush out their opponents. Mibr passively. Flash comes through, beautiful by Claus. A second one. RGL is fully blinded, but there is support from Marines. 2 versus 2 now. The Red Kit Classics don't work. And it's JZZ now on a 2 versus 1. Needs a clutch to start things off, but it's only good enough for 1. KRÜ comes back for the retake and a defuse.
Start things off.
Finally getting that space. Molly to deny for a bit, allowing the rotation from KRÜ coming out from B. Snake bite, but nags it, clears it. Does get the dink, but no kill. Chosen trying to fight back, but meanwhile we have taken control of Showers outside towards triple.
Spike down A.
13 seconds left on the clock. Another slow round coming out for Mibr for a last second plant.
10 seconds left.
It's Chosen finally opens up the site for a bit. The showstopper out. Klaus also
Spike's not down.
the plant coming down, and that's a 14 and ace for Klaus.
How to get past these traps or create pressure another way, and here in mid, they will.
Cool. Off the timeout, it's actually KRÜ pushing aggressively, catching FRZ to trade off his teammates. That's Klaus with another one on the board. Camera spotting the last 3 players, traps 1, Trailblazer pushing him away. But KRÜ seems to be ready.
Davies doesn't even want to fight it, wants to wait for the team.
Well done. Now, as he's waiting for the team, the cavalry has arrived back towards the spawn. And that's the delay that we're talking about right here.
Right.
In the POV of JZZ, Molly and Snakebite on the ground. Trailblazer to push him back, getting info, also getting the stun onto JZZ as the plant finally comes down.
Oh, and they swarm
right away. They swarm through, and we're trying to fight back from Mibr. It's just not good. Wow. The pit also comes up now for Chosen.
Yeah, that finesse ultimate. Trying to control the site, scare your opponent out. Mibr with one of the best chances to get back into this game, possibly make it a 7-5 with a straight comeback.
Spamming through with the Seekers. That's the first time the op comes out for Kesnet. Melzer runs inside the pit to drop Moritz. Puts up the ult and spots the last 3 players. Again, RGL playing the pulse plant. They have to hunt him down. FRZ holding his angle down towards Showers. Chosen also doing his job. And the numbers dwindle down for KRÜ. An opportunity finally for the first round to come in for Mibr, and it is gonna happen.
1 enemy remaining.
Bit of a replay. As JZZ went in, it was a bit of a replay of the first round we saw from Mibr.
Because it looks like he's still wanted another one. The Trailblazers now coming out. There's the orbital strike. It will actually clear out RGL, but at least the plant comes down for Mibr. Nice job here by Moritz to watch the flank against Davies. Even situation now as it's KRÜ once again looking for the retake. No flashes available, and also an operator. It's going to be very difficult now for KRÜ to work this through. They're playing this very patiently. Tucked behind the corners. Sprays through the toxic screen as a 1-for-1 comes in. Nice flash from Moritz to then come in for the last 2. Setting up right now, he's walking away, could get caught.
Okay. Oof. A little scary.
That was a close call, but at least for Mibr, still satcheling in, taking control of U-Haul. Okay, the trips are coming out on the A side. This time traps a few, and that's Davies once again. No matter where he's at, he's just tripping everybody. Smoke's down.
Easy plant. Showers control is perfect, so this isn't KRÜ getting in too easily. Goes down.
Pain shells combo. Showstopper available. 4 versus 2 in favor of KRÜ. There's that Trailblazer to start things off. Led by Klaus. Showstopper to spot FRZ. That's going to land 100% of the time. And Kesnet just as Mibr are falling behind Seekers towards the A site. Any traps coming across. Broken off by Satchels. Mibr moving in. FRZ
there it is.
Getting the pick outside from Showers onto Kesnet. Camera was right behind him. Trying to surprise some opponents. No heroic play this time to deny the spike plant. It goes down now for Mibr. Advantage over with 2 players. Nice first shot now from Klaus. Oh! Orbital strike then coming on the attack too. And things are looking good finally for Mibr in a post plant. Nags it on a 4 versus 1. And it's gonna be the 9-3 curse. Really for them, with the exception of utility, which they don't have now for KRÜ. So just in the back of the site, FRZ gets the opener now onto Kesnet. That camera sees the 3 players. The flash has not affected anybody. MIBR, those storms in! There's that first molly on the ground set out by the defense. There's that full plant coming through, attempted, and it will be successful now for KRÜ. Davies trying to clear out the site, works out for the first kill. Melzer with support from Showers. Still a disadvantage for KRÜ. Low HP on Davies, but still gets the kill. On to Maurice and FRZ. Somehow it's all up to JZZ. But in this bonus round, they have done the damage here in Mibr. And JZZ's hunting. Out from you, spotted by Klaus and dropped.
Huge.
But they have to stay in the site for KRÜ. There's no pulse plant utility right here, so you have to flash and go for picks, and it works out. Klaus getting ready for a second flash. The peak comes out once again. The triple swing, all in favor so far of KRÜ.
Line up.
Now on a 2 versus 1. Paint shells line up, not even needed.
Oh my gosh.
But this is still great positions for Mibr. Finally, the second shot connects. Orbital strike on the ground, connects on to Kesset and cancels out the showstopper.
This rotation, a big hit by JZZ. I don't even know if they'll see action, but getting closer and closer. Bounce over that, maybe?
It would be heard. So the responsibility for JZZ is just to make sure they can't rotate back
30
from market.
seconds left.
And a late second TP, you still have Chosen inside the A site. But KRÜ's still working towards A, looking for that plant. Meanwhile, looking for that timing, and there's that satchel you talked about here, Riv. The flank then comes across.
Toxin screen down.
Good hold here as well by Chosen. Good info to give with that rotation to JZZ, and they're just waiting for that hit. FRZ starts off with another one on the round.
Yeah.
Third!
All thanks to a first flash, and that was a stronghold for Mibr after all, and
they've waited long enough.
yeah, that's the opportunity now. If the showstopper comes down and you go through the TP, that connects onto Klaus, and that's a spike down. Meanwhile, the orbital strike did isolate one player in Showers, and that's RGL. About to get the backstab. It's not getting cleared. That's Kesnet with the 2 kills. The spike is down, though, still once again. Disadvantage for KRÜ. A shot trying to ring through, but it's Chosen getting the wall bang. Transfer doesn't work out, though, for Davies. It was a nice try. Him with the being the first point of contact, and also an opportunity to escape. Molly. With the rendezvous being set up now on the top of the boxes. Kesnet sees it. They know exactly where at least the offer is at. Trying to close it against him, but once again, it's RGL helping out. That's a spike falling down. Spike now picked up.
Missed the molly.
And KRÜ's gonna go through towards the B site.
Ooh, very scattered here for KRÜ. Not going the way they want, except Davies rains one back in on Chosen.
And JZZ was the one left behind towards that B site. Does get the contact on the push out from KRÜ and falls back and waits for this flood retake once again for Mibr.
Both teams are really trying to stretch each other thin here.
There's the op shot, trying to get it through the poison orb. Klaus with the stinger towards the back of the site. Maurice falls, Seeker's out on the attack. Gets a second one here. Gets the take one and first. And with that KRÜ closes the first map. 13-7.
Incredible showing from KRÜ.
To push him back. Kesnet gaining that space. Wow. 1v1 against FRZ. A double swing about to come out. And it's Mibr with a 2 first bloods in this round.
Incredibly aggressive scaling into the site without knowing what is deeper in that defensive area. Mibr, open arms, grab a few kills there. And now they're looking for the final 3.
Right Pick Classic is the name of the game inside of this smoke. Mibr looking to push through. A couple of kills coming across. Melzer wins both
2v2
of those 2 kills, and Davies on the flank. There's only FRZ. 13 HP, turret comes out, jump spot. And we are playing the protocols for KRÜ on the pulse blind, flushing out FRZ, letting the turret be the contact. and there's almost going to be no time.
Why did I sign up for this shit?
KRÜ turns it around in their favor. Davies picking up the last kill. And not playing any type of lurks or any type of defaults. Just going to be a full hit now. Another orb being picked up on the attack. Trailblazer spotting Chosen as once again a firing range through the opening doors.
Yeah. Ambitious Vandal spams.
Maybe you don't even need that lockdown anymore. A site now open, plant coming down. Use the lockdown on the pulse plant if needed be. But already, once again, in these situations where KRÜ gets a plant, it's such a huge disadvantage already for MIBR to come back for the retake. Always 2 players behind, 2 players at a disadvantage. And they don't have the players, the utility to do what they can to try to go for this retake. And on top of that, dropping players, losing weapons.
Yeah. And you look at that econ too. 0, 150, 100, 1,050 credits. FRZ though?
Clean shots though, at least. And yeah, the round's still gonna come in for a KRÜ, but at least you can get a couple of highlight reels if you can for FRZ.
30 seconds left.
And they're looking for Chosen to peek. They see a shoulder.
Definitely a Seeker's hit now. Showstopper immediately out for GZZ. Gets hit by it, so forces out the rocket right away. Pain shells on the ground, underhand throw. 15 seconds left on the clock. There's that lockdown. KRÜ have now to commit, forces a sight. The sprays comes across. GZZ gets the headshot, looks for the kill, but cannot get it. The spike has been planted, and we're playing outside of the radius of the lockdown.
3v4.
And KRÜ on a pulse plant. A flash coming through. No lineouts this time around for Davies. Paranoia then comes out of RGL. Kesnet and Nax trying to hold it back. Force on a reload is going to be Nax. Gets it down to 5 HP. Tap on the spike, kissed it. 5 HP. Does not matter. Pen shells then coming back after these 2 kills. Barace now on a 2 versus 1. Makes it at least that 1v1. The wallbang does not get the hit onto
7.
Nax.
5 bullets.
Another tap coming through. Nags it. Pulls out all of the utility down. The kill then comes in for Maurice.
5v5. Lots of utility still to be used here. Oh, FRZ to start us off.
This is good. Paranoia, that's going to hit 2. Doors being open. Melvin trying to hold it back and keeping him away. What? And now the lockdown is just going to push everybody back. Chosen's going to get hit by that, but it still is able to make it out, at least into safe cover. The clock is being wasted now on that spike. GZZ trying to do whatever he can. Fully blinded now. Double swing out from KRÜ on a post plant. Pain shells being thrown. Post plant utility just too good.
Oh my gosh.
And Chosen, the one that was locked down and detained. KRÜ looking for an opportunity here to go for that mid to B split. First, adding that pressure on that A site. There's that flash to peek right back out. The trades are good for both of the teams. Now finally in favor of MIBR. GZZ now with the showstopper, understanding, identifying that a mid to B split was about to happen. And the showstopper keeps everybody away. And MIBR are also very content to give the spike back in the hands of KRÜ.
Slow push. Regain that spike. KRÜ feels... It looks like they're in full control. The movement they do, even when they lose a few, they have a quick answer in what they want to produce. But MIBR, we still see them trying to get their hand in the pie right in the beginning of the round. Maurice took a lot of damage there. And this is going to be up to Chosen for now. They've been able to take down Chosen quite fast each time. And just pinpoint where he is.
Viper's pit out. Kesnet with the late lurk. Here's all of this. There's that first one to fall. Pain shells denying that plant down. The KRÜ picks it right back up. There's only 5 seconds left. Flooding now inside the side. GZZ with 4 kills, looking for the ace. Just around the corner, and he's gonna land it. As MIBR is looking for that plant in B.
Are they taunting? They're waiting. They want some frags before they do this. They want to feel more comfortable. Oh.
Yeah, these are looking really good here on these lurk, on these pushes. The pivot back towards the C site into Davies' utility. There comes the cavalry pushing forward on the attack. He denies at least one of those 3 players of MIBR. Planning now for spawn. Pain shells on the ground denying that plant. And it might be another book it into a different spot.
Klaus. A big 2v1. One shot on Maurice. Gets it.
Yeah.
RGL is going to take a bit more, but this is definitely a possibility, especially the way Klaus has been playing. Oof.
Sees them both. And you mentioned it, RGL now being the shield! Symbolize that for the Red Bull clutch! What an insane shot! Thought that they had the opportunity to work that map on that previous round and just got denied like that.
Such a devastating shot. See this round start off. MIBR is going to get their own share of shots.
Well, it's still Klaus, though. It continues.
My word.
Last player standing.
Christmas in July.
You can say that again. LCQ Klaus is of a different breed here. And there is Nags at. They play in sight to keep it protected.
Seeker's close range stinger. Klaus is running right behind it, flashed out from the dark cover. He's looking. Nice paranoia coming out too, just to slow down that push. But KRÜ have finally made it in. RGL Meister playing on an off angle. Capitalizes on one kill, but cannot do more than that. Davies trades it right off. 2 more alive, make that only chosen. In this spot before, he's good for it. But only for that one. Melzer with the sheriff.
Spike planted.
Awesome pivot here by MIBR to keep getting through and get that site. Solid defense too. I don't think KRÜ's gonna want too much of this.
Or what they have now for Melzer with his Guardian.
Oh, they are pushing.
He is pushing forward. They have pinched a couple of players back in the B site here. As MIBR is looking for the exit out towards the baby door. JZZ will get the backstab. And that's how you do it. The Grinch stealing away the presents. The Klaus has been giving over to KRÜ this whole map. And that's a good way to bring the confidence back here for MIBR.
A little bit of stretch towards B. KRÜ is, MIBR is everywhere here. Confidence in their solo play. Proving me wrong that they are timid to get these angles and take these points of aggression.
Still a good read by KRÜ though.
Yeah.
Gamble stacking now to rotate towards the C side. They read it perfectly because that's exactly where MIBR is currently setting foot. Setting up camp, setting up shot, putting the spike down. Shot missed though by Kesnet.
Okay.
Doing a little bit of damage here. Because if a lockdown goes in a default spot in the waterfall, it's going to be easy for Marines to push forward to deny that lockdown from coming down. So first, it's going to be the Seekers for KRÜ. Pain Shells has shoved some players back. And we know that they're deep inside the pit, deep inside C for MIBR to post plant as RGL does get the flick out onto Nagset. Marie's inside of his own pit, waiting out the outlines. The lockdown then comes in. A first one into Melzer, and the post plant works so far for MIBR. 1 player advantage for MIBR. Make that 2. As Klaus heroic plays before. 2 versus 1. TP away. And now he's going to save his weapon.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, he's going to get caught here by RGL. That's Davies is still holding towards the spawn, thinking that there's going to be a JZZ push, a late lurk. And they know this. All right. So they're re-clearing towards B. Meanwhile, we're playing very cautiously for MIBR, making sure that there's nobody pushing, doing any shenanigans before getting detained. Spike then goes, actually gets denied. Nice little satchel and even a snake butt on the ground. And burns into 8 HP and still gets the headshot onto Kesnet.
Just never ends.
Another one to come down the ropes. Nagset now evens it up on a 2 versus 2.
1 enemy remaining.
Tournament on the line now for MIBR. Their lives on the line as they're playing the post plan against Nags.
And no one peeks this.
Tapping on the spike. RGL peeking out first. There's the first.
Wait a minute.
Nags to come out with their heroic play. Trying to get it a half. Now off it. The tap again. Low HP is going to be JZZ. Spike not yet at half.
He can see it's red. He can see it's red.
But it does get it.
The classic.
To JZZ. Jumps in for the defuse. And KRÜ gets it done.
KRÜ knocking out MIBR, solidifying a further path through LCQ, and they do it in great fashion. A little slippery towards the end, but they came with answers, and they came to